Morning, everyone. Welcome to PreMarket Prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Norm. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, brother. I'm doing well. How are you?
Wait, I can't hear you.
Hello.
Nope, not getting. Oh, hold on a second. Let's see if. What about now?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yep. Gotcha.
I'm doing well. How
Uh,
are you doing, brother?
Good, man. Doing okay. I mean,
It's getting better.
it's getting better. It's been a stressful week, but it's doing all right,
Yeah,
man.
no
Doing all
kidding.
right. All right, guys. Sorry for the quick delay here, but we are jumping right in. Let's take a look at our gappers list this morning. A big day yesterday for the market, overall market, right? We had a lot of things in the green, some nice things that rally very well. This morning, we're just seeing a little bit of a sell-off here at 8:30. Norm, what has been? Did something get released this morning?
Yeah, we had the jobs report for June just drop. That was what's caused the markets to go down. Good news is bad news. So we were anticipating a number of 268. That was the consensus estimate. 268,000 for June. It came in at 372,000 for non-farm payrolls. That freaked the market out a little bit because while it looks like we're going to have the technical definition of a recession come up in a few weeks here when GDP for second quarter, which the technical definition of a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth. We had our first in first quarter, and once the second quarter number is released in a couple of weeks, few weeks, people are starting to anticipate that it'll be negative as well. However, in a typical recession, you've got layoffs and a bad job market, and we're in the exact opposite circumstance. So, you've got negative growth and a hot job market would happen to be inflationary generally. Um, and then you bring that nasty S word into the equation, stagflation. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. Interesting dynamics happening here with the overall market in the last in this week and the last couple of weeks, of course. Um,
And before we get going, guys,
yeah,
I want to shout out to any of our members or any of our viewers in Japan. Heartfelt condolences on the loss of former Prime Minister Abe. Terrible news to wake up to this morning. So,
yeah, I agree 100%. Um, so some questions there as well. Hopefully, things can get figured out. Um, all right, guys, let's get right to it. I'm gonna remove everything from yesterday. We're not gonna go through this what we had yesterday on the list. It was a decent market. I did not watch much of it anyways. Again, for me, this week has been just not normal. So I didn't really pay attention to what was going on yesterday. Let's take a look what's happening today, guys. We have a couple of things in the green here this morning. Not great tickers, but many in the red so far as the market shows a little bit of a sell-off here. Got some interesting names showing up here on our gap down list, especially UPST down 17%. We'll get to that in a second here. Let's start with SIGA. Again, this ticker I'm not a big fan of. I think it trades horrible. I don't think it falls within my type of trading. Their daily has shown some again interesting movements. I want to say here. It is just not a ticker that I prefer to watch, especially when the market's moving the way it is. There's so many other things you can look at. Here's yesterday's action. You did get some crazy pop here out of nowhere, going from 1250 all the way to 1438. So it can give you some moves. You just got to have a plan in place if you're going to trade something like this here. So I'm going to stay away from that one. Again, it's just not one of the tickers I would like
well,
to
I
trade.
agree with you 100%. They do have a catalyst this morning. I guess
Hmm.
the UK gave them approval for their monkeypox vaccine.
Yeah. That can be good stuff, man. That can be good news on this one. Pre-market action
I would
773.
still steer clear of it,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I'm
still
just
not gonna
throwing that
watch
out
it.
there.
But if this falls within your cup of tea, guys, you have at least a catalyst you can go off of. Levi is here. Let's see what's going on. They're up 4.8 and not a great pre-market activity, not a whole lot of
Right.
volume.
They
Um,
they generally trade terribly
yeah, they're
intraday. They
bad.
did have earnings last night. They beat expectations, but
Mm,
like I said, it
yeah.
generally doesn't trade great. So
Yeah, it is a horrible stock. It's a big move for them, 4.5. But again, it's just intraday trading. This thing is brutal at times. Here's Revlon continues to make some noise. They're gapping up down. I mean, up 1.2, 167,000. Again, another one that is just making a whole lot of noise and just doesn't trade very well. Look at yesterday as well. Just very choppy. You had this one drop here, but for the most part, just pure chop. Every candle overlapping the previous one. So the intraday action on this is just brutal. So nothing great on the gap up list this morning. Let's see what's gapping down. UPST down this morning, 18.8. So big drop for them. They continue to get these drops out of not out of nowhere. We know there's some bad catalysts here, but look at this. In May, huge drop from 90 down to around 35 or so. Then from there, try to recover, could not, back down to where it gapped down from. And then today we're gapping down to 27, a gap down of 20% from 34 to $27. I mean, this thing, what's the news
Yeah.
today, Norm?
They last night they pre-released their results for last quarter and updated their guidance, and they said they're going to fall miserably short of their already updated poor guidance. They've gotten at least one downgrade this morning that I've seen. Pretty nasty.
Yeah, um, it's definitely not looking good for these guys right now. 900,000 guys, it is in play, and I've seen some of you take good trades on this. I have not traded this yet, even when it gapped down here a couple of months ago. But it is in play. I'll put as a possible. Just be mindful when you take an opportunity on this one. Here's a firm. It is down 6%. Continues to get dropped here. So down 6% this morning, 202,000. Pre-market needs a little more love. They usually don't have a great pre-market activity. There's been a couple of days that actually have been really good, especially in May. There just hasn't been having great news here. You have a couple of days that has some good volume and actually traded decent. This is not normal activity for them. Usually they're not getting great volume and they don't do a whole lot, but they seem to be better, especially at this price range, right? At the higher price range, they were not really getting a lot of love. Here, you're seeing a lot more activity. So I wouldn't completely dismiss it just yet, but you need more volume than what you have today, right? We need to see what we saw in May here, where we had some significant volume. And if you look at this intraday trades here, these days were really clean. Not your typical A firm action.
I'll say this one I believe is a sympathy move off of
Mhm.
Upstart. So
Okay, yeah, so that could be dropping them as well, correct. So again, you just need more volume on this one if it's going to be
somebody
in
sees
play.
something individual to affirm, let us know.
Yep. Here's Mara, and again, Mara down 4.7. Let's see if Coin is doing anything. Coin tends to have a better intraday action.
Marathon had individual news.
Yeah.
They gave an update on their Bitcoin production and mining operations for June.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what their drop
Dropping on.
is.
Uh, Again, Mara, guys, I have kept this off my list almost every time it pops up on our gappers list. It's just it hasn't been trading well, as you guys know. So I'm gonna do the same today. I'm gonna keep it off my list as well. Heading down over to Twitter this morning. So Twitter is down 3.8. Is Elon not buying Twitter anymore? What's going on? What's
The
happening?
rumor is he's losing interest quickly. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that the people involved in it are saying reports are speculation is that the people he had working on getting financing for it have not been really doing much on it, indicating that his interest is waning on taking this over, going once again back to the fact he believes there's a whole lot of spam bots and such. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. So Twitter down here, that guy's 3.8. This could be good today. This could be good. The volume is, we need more volume out of this. That's for sure, though. Twitter likes to trade heavy volume. This 293 is not great right now. I do like the daily. We're right back at this level of support here. So if we can get a nice drop there, that can run very nice. GSK this morning down 3%. Not the best intraday trading stock. Very choppy on the daily. And as we have seen them gap up or down several times here. Not the best intraday trading stock. Nice big gap down today though. So I don't know if the news catalyst might be worth watching this one, Norm. If it's anything that makes sense for GSK.
No.
No, okay. So I'll keep it off my list. I would have liked to see a catalyst on this thing, at least a good one. that we can trade. AMC on deck this morning. What's going on with AMC? Down 2.7, 556,000 shares traded. So you got some decent movement out of AMC today. Let's put us a possible. We can't
I
come
got to
back
tell
to
you,
that
I'm
one.
not seeing anything on specific on AMC. I know
Mm-hmm.
GME is getting hit on some restructuring news and stuff that came out yesterday afternoon. I don't know if it's moving with that as
Yeah,
the meme plays sometimes, move together.
move
So
together. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, sympathy because of GME is the only thing really I've got on that.
Yeah, and looking at GME, it's not doing a whole lot today. Did some stuff yesterday, had a nice pop up there, but that could have been with just the overall market movement, that we had the nice rally. We'll put both of these on here. We'll come back to our meme friends over here in a second. We have Lee and Lucid next. Lee right here, it is down 2.5, 128,000. I know this can trade very well, can get a good volume on certain days. Right now, it's not looking all that good. I would like to come back to it though, because Lee can be a nice one. And our friend Lucid is here today. We haven't seen that one in quite some time. Lucid right now down 2.5 again, just needs more volume at the moment. So not a whole lot happening there right now. All right, we'll stop here. We got some other names as well. We got Shopify, which is down 2.6. Let me see if I see anything that looks great quickly. Plug is down a bit, but not a whole lot going on there. Snap, let's see what's happening with Snap, down 2.2, but again, just no great volume. Some of these gap downs between that 3% and 2% seem to be just giving a little bit back after the run they had yesterday, right, with the market, the way it ran. CCL, same thing, down almost 2%, but not a whole lot of volume. Roblox had an incredible day a few days ago. It's just insane here. They're daily, very interesting. But nothing right now. And then Nvidia could be a good one to watch, for the most part. So we got a lot of these between 2%, 3% gapping down that are not really in play at the moment, just overall market movement. Norm, anything you like this morning so far?
Still looking, brother. Throw it to the room.
All right, excellent. Let's go to our chat room, guys. Let's see what you guys have this morning. I see a couple here on our YouTube chat, from members and also YouTube viewers. So I'll go here. Levi, we looked at that. ISIG. Ticker sounds familiar. ISIG. Oh yeah, we've seen this. We've seen this before. It is such a horrible daily, by the way, guys. I mean, just look at look at this daily. It is really all over the place. So they're gapping up today, a nice 24% this morning. No volume on it. So I don't even know if what the news is going to be on this. Let's remind ourselves, what is the flow on
Less
SIIG?
than a
It
million, I
is
believe.
844,000. Man, oh man,
Careful,
yeah.
guys.
This guy's got to be careful with this thing. And looking at the volume down here, look on this one day we had 1 million shares traded. We went from $8 to almost 10.50. That is scary stuff. So I don't like that at all. That is why the day looks so bad, by the way. Yeah, let's stay away from this one. I am gonna stay away from that. Um, Too risky, too risky. Low flow SRG. Anton, let's take a look at that. SRG this morning, they are up 51%. Nice, good volume, 5.5 million shares traded. This has some potential. I'm not sure what the news is, but it does have some good volume here. You did get a pop up. We're trying to hold. If it can get going back to 10, that can also be even better. Yeah, this could be something. Let's check the float on this, by the way. SRG, you said the flow is low. Not that. I'm showing 35. I mean, I would still treat it like a low flow. You're up 52% today on a stock that was $6. There is some enhanced risk management you need to have on this one. So we'll put that in our low flow risk pile, high risk over here, for now. So that's SRG. What else? We have Bank of America and WFC, West Fargo. Banks this morning. They're pretty quiet right now. I don't see anything going on with West Fargo. Let's check Bank of America. Bank of America's got a little pop here that just happened a few minutes ago. But outside of that, we'll have to wait for the market open to see if there's anything going to be going on with the banks. This will be a good thing, Connor, to look at for on the scanners, right? We got a turbo breakdown, a couple of high flying stock alerts that we have on our in our chat room. But right now, I don't see anything worth watching this at the moment. That could change at the market open, especially with the how the market is going to continue to react to the news that was released today, right? The numbers. Twitter, we did look at. Twitter. Yeah, I have Twitter on deck, guys. I think it looks good. It looks really good. We need more volume though. That's the one thing that Twitter is missing right now is volume. 300,000 is just not a whole lot. Snap, we looked at move. Yeah, but you know what? Snap hasn't been trading well for the most part, and it moved great yesterday, and a lot of that is because of the overall market. I mean, if you look at so many other tickers yesterday, I mean, I didn't trade yesterday, but I looked at what took place. So many things were in the green, man. Look at Apple, how nice that was. Nvidia, it's just pick your favorite ticker, and it did well yesterday because the market was rallying, right? So we can't give Snap too much credit for that. I'm not saying they're not going to trade well today, but yeah, they did have a nice move yesterday. Well, we got a couple here from Maribeth. I'm gonna take only the ones we haven't looked at. We looked at A firm UPST. We have on deck actually. Yes, we do. We're gonna look at SoFi for you. Let's take a look at that one. SoFi right now, pretty quiet. I don't see anything great on SoFi. This could be such a hit or miss stock, and it used to be great a couple of months before, maybe by now. But we haven't seen much happening there. SQ dropping 3% this morning. This looks their day looks pretty interesting on SQ. Got some activity here, 97,000 shares traded. You know, SQ could be interesting. Let's see. Let's look at SQ here. GameStop, we did look at, guys. GameStop for the most part. I have it on here, but again, not doing a whole lot right now. PayPal's pretty quiet as well. AMC, what's the short flow? What's the short flow on AMC? Is it high? AMC, I'm showing 21%. It's not crazy high. But we all know how these stocks can move. You know, they're meme stocks that can get going very aggressively, very quickly. Like my right here, meme stocks move up big yesterday, GameStop, BBY, and AMC. So yeah, that can happen at any time, right? So just be mindful of that. SRG low flow, pre-market movement volume. Yeah, SRG, we have it here. Yeah, I think there's some good potential on this one. For sure, up 55%, and we haven't fallen off the face of the earth here. It's actually trying to hold and get back up to 10, so that is a good sign. 5.6 million. That's looking to right for a low flow of the day today. Not a low flow actually. It's 38 million. All right, guys, we stop here. You guys are throwing it quite a bit. Let's go to community events and announcements. We'll come back. We'll have time to look at some other tickets you guys are throwing out here. I think there's some good ones there that we can go back and just double check. I see some airlines being thrown, United as well. So we'll come back to that. But for now, let's check what's happening next week as we continue to look at our company events here.
All right, guys, just a reminder, every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Carlos does the onboarding class. That's open to all membership levels, so if you're on a trial, be sure to check it out. Next Tuesday, we've got Thor talking about market theory, 8 p.m. Eastern. Then the following week is Artie talking about introduction to options and day trading them. Wednesday next week, psychology, we've got Kreda. Note the special time, 5 p.m. since she's in Europe. We do that one a little bit earlier, so she's not up at midnight doing it. And that's imagining your way to trading success. The following week is Mike talk at 8 p.m. the normal time, how to set up a psychology training plan. Thursday's mentorship, John at 11, Ed at 4, Thor at 8, and luckily for Ed, next Thursday is the start of earnings season, so usually his official time is 4:30, but he'll have some earnings trades on that day, I'm sure. Don't forget about stocktradingsimulator.com, our free web-based trading simulator. That's stocktradingsimulator.com. And then if you're watching on YouTube, you can do the intro membership I just discussed. At a discount, use the promo code PreMarket24. That's 7 calendar days, 5 trading days in the room. It does not recur. It's only a one-time payment. So check that out. And then also, Read 50 still active. You can get half off the Elite Annual and a free one-on-one coaching session with Dr. Reed. That's Read 50.
All right, thank you very much, Norm. Okay, guys, let's get to our list here. So far, not looking great. So we'll look at some more tickers that you guys have on deck here. I saw some other ones being thrown out that look pretty, that might be pretty good. So let's look at United Airlines. Take a look at that. Pretty quiet right now. Only 26,000 shares traded, so not a whole lot happening there. USEA. All right, so this is the one that did the not the split. What was it that they did? I forgot. We talked about it yesterday. spinoff. There we go, the spinoff. The spinoff from another different company, and they've been very active. Let's see what they did yesterday. So they've been getting great, insane volume, 3.9 this morning. Same thing yesterday. They had a huge volume, and actually, it looks like all the fun happened in the pre-market. So all the fun happened in the pre-market. After that, it really just went sideways and seems to have not done much besides drop off here. So didn't look too good there, but pre-market was very nice, very clean. And then the first time around, they got going on this on the 7th now. Oh no, they didn't do anything the first day here. It was pretty dead. Okay. All right, so yeah, pre-market again today looks very good. We'll see how the open does on this thing. So we'll add USEG USEA, excuse me, use A. That's what we're gonna call it, use A. We'll see what that one does. Again, might not be a great ticker to have on the main list, more like a possible, but we'll keep an eye on this one. Great volume so far right now. BBY short float. What is the short float? Is it really high? They tend to have a really high short float interest on this thing. Well above 40 at times. Right now, is that correct? 80%, 87. So yeah, it's pretty high. That's pretty high. So, I mean, this stock, guys, I mean, there's a lot of people sitting short on this. It just hasn't been doing well at all. So right now, they're not really in play today. So just be mindful of that. Down 1.8, but the volume is really not there for the most part. All right, we'll do a few more here, and then we'll start doing some levels when we get to 9 a.m. JMIA, man, we used to trade this a lot. Now it's down 2%. It's no volume in this. It's not really in play at all. The volume has really died down out of this stock in the last couple of probably a year or so since we really traded this heavily. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. Only two on the main list and everything else on the secondary tells how you really feel. Chris MC. Yeah, I'm not liking much today. I'm not liking much today. Now we do have some good potentials on here. We do have, I think A firm could be a good one today if we can get some volume out of this one. UPST has a nice gap down. Actually, UPST should be on my main list. The problem with UPST could be so choppy at times, but I think today is going to be good. I think UPST today might be a real good one. It's just got great volume on here. Down 17.8. Yeah, let's move UPST up. I think that's a nice one there. Then we got Lucid and Lee, which again, it just need a little more love there. Not much going on. A firm, we'll see. AMC and GameStop. These are entertainment purposes only. Again, these stocks could be so unpredictable at times. So they had a good day yesterday, as Mike mentioned in our YouTube chat there. I just don't know if they're gonna get going again today. Hello, Carlos Norm. Will Google be split anytime soon? I don't recall if there was talks about this, but I don't recall if there was talks about this. I know that AMC, is it AMC or GameStop wants to split very soon, and they should do it quickly before their price drops. I believe it was GameStop, right? GameStop wants to do a 4-to-1 split, I think, by the end of this month. So we'll look forward to that. I don't think it's going to help the way it trades anyway. I think it's going to be horrible regardless. What else we have here, guys? So that's good. AMD are usual suspects. Let's take a look at that. AMD this morning, we are down 1.5. Yeah, AMD could be a nice one to watch. I do have Nvidia here, which actually looks a little bit better. And you know who looks good too today? Apple. Apple looks real nice this morning. I'm going to put that one on deck as well. Great pre-market activity, especially after the market got the unemployment numbers there. So that got things moving. And if you look at Apple's daily, I mean, this is probably one of the best daily actions we've seen on Apple in a very long time. Since the 17th of June, you can see how nice this thing has been trading, right? So at least on the daily. I'm not saying that every day in here has been clean, even though you see some days like this, their intraday trading has been brutal, but for the most part, a very clean daily this morning and clean pre-market action starting up as of now. So that is not bad at all. AMD, Bank of America is moving back up again. Bank of America moving up. All right, we're starting to get some movement here. Bank of America, West Fargo. How about JP Morgan? So the bank's slightly up right now, right? And this is after 8:30, so after the news, the numbers were released. So maybe Bank of America looks a little bit decent. Still possible though. It's not great, right? Nicey stock, guys. We're not gonna get the volume into the market open. So that's going to be the issue with that. We're really going to have to wait a little bit and see how this is going to get going here. So I also like out of all these stocks, all the banks, West Fargo I think is one of the better ones to trade. There, I think I'll watch that one too. West Fargo. Perfect. All right, guys, let's get to levels. Yes, I did look at Roblox quickly. Are they getting any better now? Yeah, see, after 8:30 here, they're starting to move nicely. Their daily has been pretty good. I know one of our members, Rage TV, is was talking about Roblox almost every day, and I think he's trying to short it. I told him he might want to try something else to short. This thing looks very strong on the daily. 1.3 right now, down at the moment, 400,000 shares traded on Roblox. This daily does look very nice, though. Very, very nice. Um, so Salim, that's what I think about Roblox there. I think it could be a good one. And Oxy, I see a couple of you guys throwing out Oxy, and then we'll look at Neo, and then we'll do levels as we get to 9 a.m. here. So let's take a look at Oxy here. Oxy this morning up 2%. So it's been moving up nicely here. Man, I have way too much on my list, but it's okay. We're going to fine tune that pretty good. Here's Oxy, and then the other one is Neo, which I probably won't be looking at today. Volume is 1.1, down 1.8. I'm not sure about Neo. Tesla, maybe. Maybe Tesla will be a better one to watch. So, but I got way too many. I cannot even add Neo even if I wanted to. We got to fine tune this list a little bit better here. So we'll do that. I think yes, yeah, you're right, Mr. T. There is slim pickings today when I'm putting banks on my list, right? But today with the numbers that came out, they might be active. So we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and fine tune this list, guys. Look at Twitter here. So Twitter is good. I like the drop we have here down 3.9, 325,000. I do like where they're sitting on the daily. This could be interesting, especially if we're going to be losing this level here. So that could be nice. We'd love to see that happen there. Nvidia looks very nice alongside Apple, which we have as well. Both of these very, very active. They're going to be doing whatever the SPY does, whatever the Q does. But for the most part, they're very clean to trade. Right now, the Q's got the nice little drop going, little bit of a pop, and I guarantee the SPY is doing the exact same thing, which is okay. This still provides us good opportunities for stocks like Nvidia, Apple, and in some cases, AMD. Where's AMD? Yeah, there we go. AMD as well. So all got the same similar pattern here as a SPY. You can watch any of those three, and you can do pretty well. All right, let's look at USA. This should really be more of a possible for me personally, because although it has volume, although you have a lot going on here, I am probably not going to trade this. It's just not doesn't fall within what I like to see here. Great volume, up 26%. We'll keep it as a top possible for now. All right, so that's our main list. UPST is going to stay on our list today. I think today, normally they don't trade very well, but today they're looking real nice, guys. Numbers look good. Pre-market action looks good. Spread looks okay. 15 cents there, 20 there. So it gets a little nasty at times, but still, I think decent. At the market open, let's just hope that spread stays intact or better, because sometimes we've seen this spread get pretty nasty, especially when this thing was trading at a much higher price. It was really untradeable with some of the spreads that they were seeing. So UPST will stay here. Next, we have USA will stay on our secondary list. Oxy, let's take a look. Okay, Oxy is starting to make some moves. Let's move Oxy up. Oxy starting to get going here. 350,000 right there, up a little bit. Their daily looks very nice as well for a possible breakout there. So that looks good. So Oxy is nice there. SQ, let's take a quick look here. Down 2.1, 114,000. Okay for now. GameStop and AMC. I'm gonna get rid of both of these. They're just taking up space in my list, really. I know I'm not gonna. They'll be fun to watch, but we got so much going on today that we don't need these guys on our list right now. If something happens, I'm sure someone in the chat room is gonna call it out. I'm not gonna waste the space on my watch list. I'll have somebody else do that. I'll watch it, and they can call it out for us if they like it. Or better yet, our scanners, guys, right? We got scanners for a reason, right? Turbo break up, turbo breakdown. They can really call things out, let us know what's happening there. All right, so Lee and Lucid, they're both down about 2%. Both still don't have great volume. I was expecting by now things would get going, but they're pretty much flat as far as not flat, but they're not doing a whole lot of movement as far as volume. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take these off. Let's take these two off as well. Just gonna be real picky here. We'll take them off as well. We'll keep the Bank of America. We'll keep West Fargo. Both of them starts to get going, especially Bank of America. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. you know what? We will move Bank of America up to our main list just to keep one of the banking stocks on the list here. West Fargo, we can keep as a secondary in case it gets going. And we do like Roblox today. Yeah, we do like Roblox. Very, very active this morning. The pre-market, their daily has been great. How did it trade yesterday? I know they had some pretty good movement yesterday as well. There it is. Look at that nice movement in the later parts of the afternoon. And a few days before that, they've been trading very, very well. So yeah, Roblox on the list today. Definitely on the list. And then we have SRG, which is not a low flow stock, but you want to be a little bit careful. 51%. It is a 38 million shares flow, I believe. SRG, yeah, 35. So a little bit on the lower side, but you know, very active today. And holding here, if we can get back above 10, this can be very, very interesting to watch this morning. So SRG looking pretty good as well as a possible a stock that can become very explosive at the market open. All right, let's get levels, guys. I think we have a decent list here, starting with Twitter this morning. And Twitter, again, pre-market action is so bad. It really should be a secondary one because without the volume, this Twitter means nothing. It needs volume. It needs good volume. We're talking about, you know, above a million in the pre-market. We only have 400,000, 350, 60,000. So it's not great. I'm hoping that it gets better. Low of the pre-market 37. That is the level we would love to see it loose there and possibly take a short on this. 35.46, got a level towards the bottom there. In between here, you got a couple of days dropping down, but there's no significant area that is noted as a possible good level. So we got one here, we got another one here. So it's not a there's not a key level on the daily sticking out here. So we'll pick an area. We'll pick this one here. The reason I picked 36.16, and you can actually do probably 36, make it a whole dollar to give it a little more significance as well. You got this day around this area and this one opening around that $36 range as well. So again, very, very minor level, guys, not a major support at all. Minor level of support there. So do not put a lot of weight on that one as you would do on 35.46 and obviously 37. That is a major, major level for Twitter on the daily today. Towards the top, guys, highs and lows previous day looking pretty good there. So you're set when it comes to Twitter. Again, we just need more volume on this one. And for the most part, if I find something better from the moderators list or anywhere else, I will change that one and put something else up here. NVIDIA looking real nice this pre-market right now. Dropping 2.3, 653,000 right now. This is going to be nice today. Follow just the overall market in the Qs. But again, NVIDIA and Apple, you just cannot go wrong with those two on when the market is moving, right? When the market is moving like the way it has been. High of the pre-market 158. Above that, you got tons of stuff happening there. Previous day close as well as the high of yesterday, right? So a lot of resistance, a lot of support around that 158 level, right? So that's a good one there, as you can see on deck. If we were to get above that, which is not looking like this morning, we're looking at 163.27. Towards the bottom, more highs and lows of the last two trading days. The lows for yesterday, the highs for the days before. So right on there, another area of good support and resistance that we have seen. So that is pretty good there. If we were to drop below that, we do have the low from 2 days ago, 2 trading days ago, over at 148. But there are some levels in between here that I will definitely mark. That 150, 77, 151 is a good one there as well to keep an eye on. So that is NVIDIA, guys, looking very good. Clean daily, which I love here. And it just has been trading very, very well with some good continuation. Here's UPST. And every time I look at it, I'm surprised I have this on my main list today. But I think today's the day. Today's the day we trade this one. High of the pre-market, 28.73. Low of the pre-market, 27. Beautiful pre-market activity. Very, very active, 1.4 million. Love the gap down here on UPST. I wish the spread even now in the pre-market could be better. Okay, that's better. Only 5 cents there. So we're getting better. That's good. I don't want to see 30 cents in the pre-market with this type of volume, right? That's just scary. So high, another level above the high of the pre-market is 29.90. And we are set there. UPST, we do not many shares for short. Oh, no, not many shares for short. What do we have? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. We only have 25,000 shares available for short with IV, with Interactive Brokers. That's a bummer. That's going to be gone pretty quickly. But let's see. Hopefully some shares become available. 25.26, but yeah, that's I'll be surprised if that's there by the time the market opens. 25.26, a great level here. Yeah, that blows. All right, here's Apple. Apple, guys. Apple right now, 1 million shares traded, down 1%. Love the pre-market, 144.25. Also looking very good this morning, very similar to Nvidia, although Nvidia seems to be dropping much, much faster and cleaner than Apple is. So is that a semiconductor thing? Let's see what's going on with AMD. Maybe. AMD is also dropping here pretty nice, which I'm actually going to add AMD to our secondary list. These three guys, I mean, they're on our list every day. Apple, AMD, and NVIDIA. They're just amazing the way they have been. One ticker that we haven't watched in a while that was on my list every day in June, it was BABA. Let's see what BABA is doing today. Seems pretty quiet for the most part, so I won't be adding them today. But this is my MVP in June here, BABA. But Apple, NVIDIA, and AMD, guys. I mean, just a must watch. Oxy, guys. Oxy starting to do something here. So let's see. I have the pre-market stalling at 63.08, and that's a good level to keep. Even if we go above that on the high of the pre-market, you want to keep that on there, because if you look at the chart, look over here, the candles are slamming against that a couple of times. Here, tons of support happening there, here. So you're gonna keep that 63.08 on your list no matter what the pre-market high does above this, right? So keep that on there. If we were to get going here, we got a couple of things towards the top. We have a nice one here at 63.96, might actually be 64, but you can see that some good stuff there on the daily. And you have also 65.72, another nice one with a lot of touches on the daily. That's going to be a good level to have as well. Towards the bottom, I mean, if you find a spot to add anything more here, I think you're complicating things, because the chart is doing everything for you. Previous day close, highs and lows. I mean, just everything is down here set up for you below that 60, 62. You do not have to add anything else, right? Keep it as simple as you can, because again, trading can be very simple, and don't complicate it. Here's Bank of America, has some good for a banking stock. This does actually have some pretty good movement. 32.36 is the high of the pre-market. Towards the bottom, the low of the pre-market, we're looking at 31.60, right? So it has gone from red to green today. Not in the best form early on, but after 8:30 has been doing pretty good. And again, Bank of America is a stock that normally doesn't trade very well. But if we can get better than this pre-market activity at the market open, it can be a good day for them. So I'm hoping that is the case. Above 32.36, we do have a 32.95, and we have a 33.50. So yes, Rafsila, yeah, but Baba was all right. I see you throwing hearts, smiley faces. Yes, Baba was really, really good June. So lots of love for Baba in June. All right, guys, let's take a look at our moderators lineup. We have Thor, Peter, Dima with their list already. We'll wait for a few more to throw it out there. As I'm doing this, guys, let's take a look over at our YouTube chat. Good, hello YouTube. How you guys doing? 151 likes. Thank you very much. As we end the week, are we gonna stay green for this week on the SPY? What's the plan? Let's look at the SPY real quick as we get our moderators lineup. We'll switch that in a second. What's the week look like? The weekly, yeah, we should end the week green here on the SPY. That is the title of our pre-market thing today, our stream. So hopefully it doesn't make us look bad here as far as staying green. So that's looking decent so far. So very, very good. Kind of just going sideways here, right? Kind of going sideways at the moment on the SPY. We'll see if this is we're turning the corner here, hopefully. All right, let's take a look. Moderators list. If you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube as I bring this over. We'd love to get to 400. We got 700 watching, so 400 would be real nice. Hit our goal for the day as we get into this Friday, as we get into our weekend. We'll bring this over and see what our moderators are looking at today. Let's not block our watch list, and here we go. So we have today we have BBT scanners, which is Mike. Mike threw me off there for a little bit. Like, oh, BBT scanners is trading. So Mike will be watching Meta, Apple, and some of the banking stocks. Peter reporting no IPOs, no SPACs for today. Thor will be looking at the SPY, the Qs, UPST, which again, I think today is the day for UPST, guys. It is looking real, real nice. It's a shame that we just noticed we don't have many shares for short. Might actually not be available by the time we get to trade it, but I think today is the day for UPST. Even if we can find a long opportunity on it, I think the way it's trading right now, pre-market, is looking real nice. And Thor will also be looking at the Pivot Bot Alert. You can also follow Pivot Alert Bot on Twitter as well, so definitely take a look at that. Peter will be looking at AMD, Apple, and Twitter. And then he'll also secondary list UPST, SIG, and Oxy. Dima will be looking at UPST, Oxy, AMD, and Apple. Susan will be looking at AMD, Oxy, and NVIDIA this morning. So that is our moderators list right now. We'll wait for Brian and Andrew to come on live, and then I will hand it off to them so they can get going here. So we'll stick around until they get here. If any other moderators comes up with another list, we can look at that as well. So excellent. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, as we get ready to let you guys go, which let me see more moderators. All right, no, not yet. Guys, it is the weekend, so short week this week, and for me has been it has felt like the longest week ever at home at least. But short week, guys. As we end this week, it looks like today is going to be a real nice day. The way things are setting up, we had a great day yesterday. So if you made your day yesterday, don't force it today. Be very careful. You want to go into your weekend knowing that you did well, you were disciplined, and you did not force anything. Just on one single day. And one thing to remember, guys, there should never be a trade that's important. One single trade should not be as important that's going to make or break your day, right? Or your trades or your week or your month. If you get to that point, there's some serious reflection that you need to have, guys. One single trade is not important. It should never be. And if it gets to that point, you got to slow down and say, okay, what's going on, right? You got to think about sample sets, right? And so out of 20, 30, 40, out of the month, out of the week, out of the quarter, the one trade should not wipe you out, right? And that's what happens, guys. We talk to many traders. It takes us one day, one trade for people to lose their cool and be stubborn, not get out of a trade, not take a loss. And next thing you know, they're blowing up their account. Your job as a trader is to be the best risk manager ever and be able to come back and trade the next day, right? The minute you lose that focus, you're no longer day trader, you're gambling, right? So keep that in mind. You're a day trader. It's your job. Your rule is to be an amazing risk manager and survive to come back to trade the next day, all right? So don't be stubborn. Don't hold on to that loser. Let it go. Like the Frozen song my daughter loves to sing. Just let it go, and come back the next day and crush it. All right, guys. Take care, trade safe. Brian is on the mic now in the chat room, so I'm gonna let him do his thing. Hey, Mike. Hello, Mike. One of my good buddies is in the chat today. Good to see you, guys. Have an amazing weekend, and we will see you guys. We'll see you guys on Monday. Take care, guys. See a little bit of the chat room. We can do that. Let's give you a little bit taste of Brian preparing. We can do that. Here we go. We'll show you guys a little bit of the chat and what goes on there. If you're still on YouTube, give you guys a taste. So here it is. Here's our chat. So Brian is on. There it is. So you're hearing Brian. All right, so I just muted him for a second so we can kind of show you what's going on here. So here's our room. If you haven't looked at it, you can also do an intro membership trial, guys, which is really good. And you're gonna get access to a couple of things, right? I'm actually gonna show you this as well. When you become a member of BBT or you do an intro membership, right, you're gonna be able to access a couple of things on here. And actually, we'll go visit Ed's room as well. You get access to Ed's room, which there's two different trading styles here, and they're both so good, right? So here's our main chat room. That is the one that we were just in, where Brian is ready to go live. Andrew will join him shortly. And then we also have Ed's room, right? So if you come in here, you can see Ed from Average Joe Trader also trading live as well. So he's doing his preparation with, they call this the jungle. That's what he calls this chat room. So let's listen in to see what is going on.
Yeah, but don't plan on doing much today. Not much happening.
All right, so let's see what Ed's got going on. Let's see if it's where his watch list is. Oh, he hasn't put it together yet. So this is room. It looks a little bit blurry, guys, because I'm streaming to you guys. But for you guys, this will look very, very clean And it looks like Ed might be in Meta already. So he's trading Meta right now. So that's nice. So yeah, so you're gonna get access to both of these rooms, guys. It is really, really neat. And you can pick, you can try both of them.
Something may work.
You can try both of them and see what works best for you. So we believe that,
Hey, what's happening, Carlos? What's up, YouTube?
So we believe that every trader trades differently. Not every trader is going to trade like Andrew, Norm,
Happy Friday
Peter.
to everybody.
Yes. Happy Friday, Ed. So yeah, guys, give us a shot. Intro membership, $24. Use PreMarket 24. You can come in here. You can see. Yes, this is Dash Trader Pro. He just has a different color scheme on his, but this is Dash Trader Pro. So you can change the color of your platform.
No, I didn't trade anything on earnings yesterday. Like I told you guys, I'm on vacation.
All right, so that's Ed's room. He's getting prepared. We'll mute that. Let's go over to our main room here. So here's our main room, and then Brian is getting set up. Let's unmute Brian, see what's going on with Brian.
It plunges again after admitting it won't. It won't hit a disappointing forecast. Okay. That's never good. FCX is green. That's interesting. So some of the material stocks, the dollar's up a little bit.
And this here, guys, these are the scanners that are available to you. At the market open, these will start populating whatever's happening throughout the market open, right? So you're gonna get access to this. You won't be able to edit them, but they're from Trade Ideas. They're really, really probably one of the best scanners out there, Trade Ideas. So you get access to some of the stuff that's on here with your membership, so you can take advantage of that as well. The gappers list is going to be on for you every single morning. We open up the room at 7:30 a.m. So 7:30 a.m. you can come in here, chat with the members, see what's going on with the scanners. Then all the rest of the shows that we do, the streaming and all that will be available on here as well. So, all right, guys. So we're gonna get ready to go live. I'm gonna go get a cup of tea, and I'm gonna get ready to go live as well here as the market is looking to open in about 8 minutes. Guys, over on YouTube, thank you so much for sticking around. Hopefully that was helpful. You get an idea of what it looks like on the back end. But again, intro membership, $24. You can try for a week, get access to all of that, and hopefully you can see if this community is the right fit for you guys. So guys, take care. Have an amazing weekend. I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good one.